Hey everyone. So I just did one video. I kind of got emotional um in that video because I was just talking about you know, I've had things leave my life or that I intentionally made leave my life, whatever. And how I feel like those things have either currently been replaced by something greater or I can feel it coming. Either or. And that's not meant to be a knock, because just because you're not for me doesn't mean you're not for somebody. So, I hope, you know, whatever. I mean, I wish you all well, as far as the things that had to leave my life. Um, all that being said, though, let's just move on to other things. Uh, but this is like, I was thinking, okay, should this be part 2? But I kind of want to talk about something else, maybe this will be a part 2, because one of the other ideas I had is about, if you are a nurturer, people pleaser, caretaker kind of person, you're the person who you want to always make sure people are being cared for, that they're good, everything is good with them. Can you put that love into yourself? Especially if the people you're putting it into, you don't see a return on investment. And when I say a return on investment, it's not that we're doing this stuff to, have people do something for us, but it is a slap in the face when you would carry somebody and then you ask them to carry something small for you and they're like, oh, that's too heavy. And it's like a little bag that weighs like a couple of pounds. And they're like, oh, that's too heavy. You always want something when you don't always want something, or just, you know what I mean? They're like mean to you and everything, and so let me just say this. Overwhelmingly, my people-pleasing ways have not really helped me. I have one person in my life that I can think of off the top of my head, of a non-relation, who we're both people pleasers. And so which is funny, but I don't mind looking after this person because I know this person looks after me too. A quick story, this person and I, we went to a store, I'm just going to say the store is called Ollie's, right? Which is kind of like Big Lots, poor Big Lots, anyhow, but kind of like Big Lots. And anyway, we went to Ollie's. And I grabbed some stuff. I was grabbing some school stuff for my daughter. And I grabbed, funny enough, I have one of the items I grabbed, this pear Blossom hair and body mist. It even has the sticker on it. I almost said the coupon, but it even has that on it. This smells so good, by the way. I love this when I'm like fresh out of the shower. I guess it's discontinued because it's at Ollie's, but it smells really good. Like a clean, fruity scent. It smells so good. Anyway, but yeah, this friend of mine, I did not expect this. Like, I had like a lot of stuff in my cart and everything, and this person bought my stuff for me. I mean, and I'm just like, no, you didn't. Like, how freaking sweet is that? And I didn't need this person to do that for me, but they just did it, and I'm gonna level with you. I've never had a friend like that. You want to have that honest conversation? I've never had a friend like that, And it's not that I wouldn't do that for that person. It's that I have never met a friend in my personal life. No, if you know me online, I'm not including you in this conversation. I'm talking about somebody who I hang out with, who I can think of that would do that kind of thing for me. who would match my energy on that level. You know, because I don't mind showing love. Like, I don't mind doing for people, obviously, duh. You know, but it sucks when you realize that people are only, the people you're doing it for are only takers. Because let's be honest, at some point in your life, you are going to need someone to give to you. And when the people who have taken so much from you are incapable of giving it to you, and not because they don't have it to give, but because they refuse to, and you have some nerve even asking from their perspective, then baby, what are you doing? You know, save that kindness for you. If you find someone like this person that I'm referring to, who has been a very giving person to me and, you know, held me down and everything, if you find someone like that, God bless you. And yeah, you know, let your love run free. You know, do whatever you want to do. But as long as you're just surrounded by a bunch of freaking takers, then focus on you. Can you imagine if all the love you poured into these ungrateful people, if you poured that into yourself? You made sure you were healthy, you made sure you were fed, you made sure that you know, took care of you and everything. You just poured that into yourself. Because, oh my gosh, I had a thought recently. I'm about to offend some people, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you. If you are not where you want to be in your life, whether it's like me, nearly 300 pounds, I'm just under, you know, thank God I'm blessed, but I'm just saying I'm just under 300. So whether you're that, whether you are in a job that is not what you genuinely want to do, and you don't have enough money, you're not happy and comfortable in your life, you're not there, right? Then what the hell are you doing putting this kind of energy into other people instead of your own life? You better pour that into you. Exception being your children. That's the exception. Maybe some family members, and I specify some, and I put an asterisk next to it, okay? You got to use common sense. Who deserves that kind of love and attention out of you? Because, hell, Jeffrey Dahmer had a family, if we want to have that honest conversation. Not comparing your family to Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm just saying, like, somebody being family. I don't just, like, just because we're blood related, I don't just, like, instantly say, oh my gosh, that's my family. Like, you know, I've been through too much stuff in my family, including sexual abuse, that I don't do that. Sorry. That's not how I roll. So if you're my family and I love you, that is still, like, you know, I guess a privilege, a blessing, however you want to look at it, only because I don't just automatically accept people simply because we share DNA. You know, the exception being my daughter, of course. Like, my daughter could, like, grow up and be a serial killer. I'm like, she's a good girl. You don't understand. Anyway, no. But all kidding aside, speaking of, I stopped the previous recording. She wanted her chalky milk and her Amazon Fire tablet, and sis is good to go. Hold on. Allie? Are you okay? Okay. I'm like, you want mommy to lay down with you? No. And when I got off the recording, it's like, you know, I want my chalky milk. I want my chalky milk and my tablet. And I'm like, okay, you know. But I told you, both she and I are sick right now. So if she wants it, she can have it. That's how I feel about it, you know. Anyway, I have so much more content coming. Like, it's so much more stuff I want to talk about. But I'm like, how crazy would that be for me to, like, do every video that's come to mind as of late that I really want to create? I just say, bump it. I'm going to do them all tonight. You know, I got to spread this out for the algorithm's sake. Otherwise, they won't keep pushing my content. Anyway, thank you for watching, you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Take care. Bye.